Hello, good morning. This is just after 12 o'clock. It's 12:03 on the 16th of February 2017. And we're going to start off again with the AUD New Zealand dollar. This is one I threw in the other day. I called it here, and as you can see, I actually got in a little bit higher. And it is starting to come down a little bit. And I'm quite hopeful with this because we've got the RSI quite high here. And it has had quite a bit of up, and I think it's due a bit of a tumble. Yeah, and the figures for the Australian dollar aren't looking that great. They've had a few good figures coming out of China, which helps a little bit, but basically, I think it's due a fall. So anyway, that's where I'm in. I haven't put a stop loss or a take profit in yet. I'm waiting for it to fall a bit. It is very close to the top there. Don't really want to get knocked out if I can help it. And we move right on now to this is the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. I can't really see a good entry here at the moment, so I'm going to leave it, and we'll come back to that another day. Another day we'll pop back to that. Aussie USD, it's been hovering here around the 77 mark. It could perhaps go up to 78, but I very much doubt it. It's got a lot of quite heavy resistance. If I go onto a weekly chart, you can see it's about at the top of the range. You know, I'm going to go right the way back here. Quite a lot of heavy resistance. That's going back to December 2014. So yeah, it might go up, but not a lot, and I'm already in it. So that's where we are with that one. Euro CAD. I'm not in it. It's nothing that I really want to get in right now. If it goes long, I could probably short it back down. It depends how it was looking at the time. So I'm leaving that one at the moment. Euro JPY, I think this is a very good long-term sell. So I'm probably going to get back into this later on today. If it pops up a little bit, I'd probably get into it just on price action. But it's gonna cut this trend line at some stage. We're still below the 50 line on the RSI. That's a 14 period RSI. So I'll have a look at that a bit later on today, and I might get into it. Euro GBP. Yeah, well, I'm bearish of this basically. But yeah, I can't see any reason for getting into it right where it is at the moment. It's below the 20-day moving average. I know there's a chance it might have a bit more life left in it and sort of pop up a little bit higher. At the moment, I'm leaving well alone. Euro dollar. Now, yeah, I think this is weakness in the dollar today. That is this has popped back up. It is starting to get a little bit interesting. If it goes a bit higher, I might just short it. We'll have a look at that tomorrow. Yeah, pound USD. Yeah. Now, we think the pound might long against the dollar, and was looking for it to go up here somewhere. So I am fairly uncertain of this pair. So unless I see something that is out and out a banker, I really won't get into it. So that's where I stand with this one at the moment. I mean, that is going up at the moment. There again, I think it's weakness on the dollar, but it's just below the 20-day moving average. I think we might see a bit more strength this afternoon in the dollar. We'll have a look later, see what it's looking like. The next trade, USD JP1. I just love this trade. I've done very well with it last month, and I'm doing quite well with it this month. We're back into profit. Yes, let's put it on the daily chart. That's better. Daily chart. There we go. Right. I think we've got quite a good position on this, and I believe this is coming down again. So as soon as it does, I will. I'll get back to you and let you know. Yeah, USD CAD. Well, there's been weakness in the dollar again today, so that's come down. I believe this is a good long-term long. The commercials are 2-to-1 long on. Well, they're 2-to-1 short the Canadian dollar, so they're long the pair 2-to-1. I think this is a fairly good position trade. So we are waiting for the RSI to pop above the red line here, which it just doesn't want to do at the moment. But that's our target at the top. Thank you. WTI, again, that's gone against us today. It was going down nicely, and it sort of hung about there. But again, the commercials were short on the oil. It's well over speculated. It's a bubble. One of these days, it's just going to burst. So there we have it. And we've done very nicely out of oil last month. So hopefully we'll win again. Okay, thank you very much, and speak to you again tomorrow.